Hey, what's going on, Disney Cruisers? It's about that time, Embarkation Day. This is what I like to call Christmas for adults, or if you're not prepared, the nightmare before Christmas. Embarkation Day, Disney Cruise Line. Let's go.
Look for the bare necessities, the simple bare necessities. Forget about your worries and your strife.
Hey, good afternoon, Disney Cruise fans. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, David. This is the Bare Necessities. Now, before we get into today's Embarkation Day, again, I just want to say thank you. Thank you to the viewers. Thank you to the subscribers. Thank you to those that are watching it maybe for the first time. You're scrolling through, checking it out, whatever the case may be. If you've been with me for the beginning, and I say beginning jokingly, we've been up and running 4 weeks now. But oh my goodness, you get a minute, check out that first video, check out the background, the audio, the video. I've tried to do some upgrades along the way. Like, we need this. Oh my goodness. You got to start somewhere, right? So I've changed here, tried to put the different background behind me, set me up in the center of that. We've changed audio, gone with this dynamic mic, changed video. If you're wondering what the heck, oh my goodness, I can see the pores on his face. Yikes. I've tried to get to a 4K resolution, all things trying to make this a little bit better for your experience. So if you appreciate it, if you enjoy it, if it's like, hey, much better, give it a thumbs up. Let me know down in the comments. But with that, let's get into Disney Cruise Line Embarkation Day. Hey, all right. Like I said, Embarkation Day, this is what I call Christmas for adults. My favorite day of the year when I'm planning my cruise. I've made some notes here. If you see me glance, and that's because there's so much important information to get into your hands. Don't want to miss any of it. If you're a note taker, take notes. If not, take those notes anyway. But hey, the day has finally arrived. The cruise countdown is over. You are about to embark on an amazing Disney cruise vacation. But before we get into that, let's go over a few housekeeping notes and logistics, how we even got here. Back it up. You booked your first Disney cruise, or maybe it's your second or third, but somewhere along the way, you're early and you're still anxious about Embarkation Day. Or maybe you're a seasoned cruiser, Pearl, and you're just looking for that little bit, maybe that missing piece or a little bit extra help. Hey, come to the right place. Hopefully I can give you guys the information you need and you're comfortable for Embarkation Day. Quick highlight, real quick. This is going to be geared towards non-concierge staterooms. So if you're staying concierge, there are a few things. Otherwise, this is non-concierge. So if you're staying concierge, back up. You don't have that 75-day pre-booking window. You had that 130-day window because you're first. You submit that email at midnight, but know this. If you're not seeking a cabana, don't worry about submitting it at midnight. You can get up the next day, later on, submit that those requests then. Again, that's concierge. And you get to that 30-day online check-in, but for concierge, again, you go first. You're at that 40-day online check-in. Don't worry about it. You can submit that to 30, 20, 10, or even 5 days prior to getting on the ship. Reason being is you don't have a port arrival time. You have a port arrival window and can arrive anytime within that window. All right, that's enough about concierge. Let's get back to those non-concierge staterooms. In the other videos, we talked about that pre-booking window, 75 days out for first-timers, all those activities you can book at that time. We talked about participating in the FEs, the magnet exchange, ornament exchange, getting magnets for your stateroom door, on and on and on, right? We've moved on down the line to that 30-day check-in, which if you're on the Destiny with me in January, that's coming up soon, another 30 days or so. On that 30-day online check-in, you went through, you made it, you saved, you're good to go. Now take that, because you're going to get a port arrival time. Take that port arrival form that gives you that time and do one of two things, or both. If you're me, I do both. Print out the port arrival form, keep it with your important documents you're going to need when you get to the ship or when you get to the terminal, or the port arrival form that you get electronically, put that in your Google Wallet, Apple Wallet, whatever you're using. Either way, you want to make sure that you have that information stored and you're able to present it on embarkation day. Now, if you're flying in on embarkation day, hopefully you saw some of my earlier advice. Fly in the day before. Please, please, please fly in the day before. If you can, if you're able. If it's already booked, I understand, but just know you're taking a risk. And I say that because Murphy's Law has a tendency to stick up its little head whenever it can to try and interfere or ruin some things. So hopefully everything will be okay. But again, backing up, how did we get here? We went over PAT, port arrival time, port arrival form, key to the world card, reference to prohibited items, onboard attire, themed cruises, dinner attire, etc. All these things have been discussed in some previous videos. So please, please, please check those out. Look over those. Let's get ready for you getting on board that Disney cruise. It is embarkation day. Oh my goodness, I'll say it again and again. Christmas for adults. I love it. You might not even sleep well the night before. You're so excited to get up. Wait, did I pack this? Did I have that? Did I get everything ready? It's here. Embarkation day. Now, when you get up, before you go get on Mickey's bus, or before you take that Uber, or before you drive over, however you get into the port, however you're leaving home, if you're driving, if you're close by, please, please, please do these two things I am about to tell you. I will foot stomp it again and again and again. Because if you forget, or if you don't do this correctly, sorry to say, but you may not be boarding Mickey's boat. And I'm not here for that. That's the nightmare before Christmas. I want to talk about Christmas for adults. So here we go. Two things. One, that port arrival form, back up to that 30-day online check-in. You completed it. You got it. You printed it out, or you added it to your Google or iPhone, Apple Wallet. Either way, make sure you have that with you, that port arrival form. Don't stick it in your luggage. Don't give it to the porters. Don't check in and send it with your stuff. No, no, no. Keep that on you, on your person, whoever's tracking it for the day and has it. Keep it on you until you check in at the terminal, please. Second, everyone's ID, whatever identification you're using. If you're traveling with little ones, probably their birth certificate. If you're traveling with adults, probably the passports. For me, this is just me. I prefer no mishaps. I prefer the positive control. I prefer that warm, fuzzy feeling like, okay, I have everything. I will take everybody, hey, give me your passports, all that. I will control that until we get in the terminal, do our onboard check-in. Do the check-in at the terminal, go through everything, present all the IDs, present all the forms. After that, I'll give it back to them. I just don't want anything wrong to happen. So I take positive control of the IDs just to make sure we have everything. Once we get through that, gladly redistribute, give it back. Even my adult kids, when we travel, if they're with me, hey, give me your passport. Absolutely. Don't want that lost, not be able to find it, or on the ship prior to checking in at the terminal. All right, whether you keep it in a backpack or day bag, whatever the case may be, just hold on to that for the day. Now, speaking of backpacks, some other things you want to keep in a backpack, especially if you're traveling with small children. Maybe the bathing suit, some sunscreen. You might be in the terminal a while, depending on when you arrive and what your boarding group is, maybe some prepackaged snacks. And the reason I say that is it may be a while until you see your luggage and your stateroom is ready. And we'll get into that in a little bit. But now you have arrived at the port. You've read through all these things. You've watched the videos. You're good to go. You have the backpack or day bag ready. You have the forms ready. You have the passports, certificates, IDs ready to go. You've arrived at the port at your designated port arrival time that was given to you at that 30-day check-in. If you drove and are parking at the Port Canaveral, or Port Everglades, I'll post those rates right here as of November 2025. After parking, or getting off of Mickey's bus or Uber, rideshare, whatever the case may be. You're going to make your way towards the entrance. Head up towards the terminal. Go ahead and go inside. You're going to see crew members or cast members waving those Mickey gloves. And I'll use that term interchangeably. Just know crew members or cast members, they're not behind the scenes people. These are the folks that are hired by Disney crew members, Disney cast members, that are there to help you get you to the right place at the right time with the right information. Just be aware of that. So they're going to help you get inside. You go inside up in the terminal. You check in. When you get to the check-in at the check-in counter, you will need at that time that port arrival form that I've been foot stomping and those IDs that I've also been foot stomping. You're going to check in, do all that. She or he is going to give you a boarding group number. Hold on to that piece of paper, that slip, or if it's done electronically, whatever the case may be, just know that is your boarding group number. So now you can sit down, relax, explore the terminal, maybe look for those vending machines or a restroom, whatever you may need to do. Just keep an ear out for that boarding group number. Once that boarding group number is called, that's your time to get up and get ready to go board. Now, if you're there early enough at your port arrival time, but maybe your boarding group is later on and you have a little bit, just know, have your camera and or phone ready. You may see the characters, usually Mickey or Minnie. Sometimes you might get Goofy or Pluto. They'll come down into the terminal. They'll come down. It'll be a meet and greet time, be able to do some pictures, get in line with them. This helps get some of the time to go by as you're waiting to board. And of course, just helps with that excitement and anticipation getting ready to get on the ship. So like I said, once you get there, you process all those things, sit down, wait on Mickey or Minnie. While you're also waiting, open up your phone, take it out, download that Disney Cruise Line Navigator app, or if you've already downloaded it, switch over to the DCL Guest if you can from the terminal. If not, do that once on board. DCL Guest is the ship's Wi-Fi that is complimentary. So do that so you're ready to go with the Navigator app. And please have that Navigator app ready because that's going to give all the information that you need for the duration of the entire cruise right there on the app. Now, once your boarding group is called, they're going to give you that boarding group number. You're going to be ready. Have that little card handy. Get up and be ready. Go in line. Get ready for an amazing journey. Just have that card ready as you pass a cast member, crew member, what have you. They're going to ask for that number. If it's a card, go ahead and give that to them, or they're just going to want to see it on your phone, boarding group 5, 10, 20, whatever it is. Make sure you give that to them and then be ready. If you're at Port Everglades or at Port Canaveral, have your phone out, camera out, get ready. It's just a fun rite of passage, if you will. As you go through Mickey's ears, take that picture. You're getting ready to get on Mickey's boat. If you don't do that, that's fine, no big deal. But absolutely, before you get on the ship, as you're getting ready to board, have that phone out or camera out, again, depending on what you use. Be ready because as you approach the ship, you're going to be interacting with the crew members. The crew members are going to ask for your family name. And then as you step on board the ship, vacation truly begins because they're going to say, Disney Destiny, welcome aboard the Oakland family. And everybody's going to cheer, crew members, cast members. And that starts it. That truly starts. To me, that's the first start of an amazing vacation. Once you do that and you're on board, you now have a timeline. All right, that timeline. But before I get there, my apologies. One other housekeeping note, your luggage. When you get to the port, before you go into the terminal, you're going to give your luggage to the porters there. Please have some cash ready. They are on gratuities only, and they will ensure that your luggage gets from wherever you're riding from onto the ship and into your stateroom. So please tip them well. All right, you're on board, your timeline. Take that Navigator app, switch that over to the ship's Wi-Fi and DCL Guest so you're not charged. Charged by your carrier for using AT&T, Sprint, Wi-Fi, whatever it is. Nope, put it in airplane mode, shipped Wi-Fi, DCL Guest, you'll be good to go. Complimentary, Disney Cruise Line. Now, your timeline. You have between now for lunch up until 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock, maybe a little bit earlier, is going to be that muster drill. So, You have a few options for lunch. You can do the sit-down lunch at one of the main dining rooms. Sit-down table service, you'll be served, take your order, you'll review the menu, this sort of thing. Or if you don't want to wait, you're too excited, go ahead up the top deck. They had the buffet. On some of the ships, it will be called cabanas. On the others, it will be called Marceline Market. Help yourself. There will be a lot of people up there. If that's still not what you're interested in, go ahead and go outside, head over to the other end, and you're going to have the quick serve. This is going to be your quick walk-up takeaway items, hot dogs, burgers, brats, chicken tenders. I mentioned that before. Yes, get some chicken tenders. Enjoy that time. Have your lunch, and then now this is where that backpack and bathing suits come into play. See, your stateroom's not going to be ready till about 1:30, and your luggage may not arrive until after 3:30. So that's why I said get that backpack, that day bag, whatever it is, carry it with you. Allow your kids now to change into their bathing suits and have some water time on either the pools or the Aquaduct, Aquamouse, Aquadunk, depending on what ship you're on. Or if you want, now's the time to explore the ship. They have open house at the Sensa Spa. If you want to register the kids at the Kids Club, you didn't do so previously, you can do that now at the club, the lab, visit Edge, visit Vibe. Heck, even if you're not traveling with kids, if it's just your vacation, go see the Kids Club anyway. It's an amazing, amazing location. The counselors there do an amazing job. The Imagineers, oh my goodness, the way that they design these kids clubs is phenomenal. Honestly, when I leave there, I'm like, I wish I was still a kid. I would absolutely go play and hang out in the kids club. Anyway, go see those. You've enjoyed lunch. You've explored. Here's your next mandatory item, the muster drill. Absolutely must participate in the muster drill. Mandatory. Like I said, this is at 4 o'clock, maybe a little bit earlier, but this is the ship's maritime safety law requirement. Do go to that. If you do not go to that, the captain, at his or her discretion, has the right to remove you from the cruise. Don't be that person. Don't be that family. Go to the muster drill and be on time. Matter of fact, if you can, be early. How do you know where your muster drill station is? Open up that Navigator app. In there, you're going to see whether it's A, B, C, or D, whatever it is. On the back of your stateroom door, your stateroom was available at 1:30. Muster drill is not until 4, so you have time just to go in, drop off some things, take a look. On the back of your stateroom door will be the muster drill station. And then next, you're also going to hear it over the PA system. Report to the muster drill, report to muster station. And if you haven't found out that way, or the back of the door, the Navigator app, it's also going to be on your Key to the World card. Your Key to the World card got you into your stateroom. You take a look at that. We discussed in previous videos. You're going to see a letter. That letter corresponds with your muster drill station. So you start heading downstairs, the 4th deck or the 5th deck, maybe even the 3rd deck. You're going to see crew members and cast members about. Absolutely ask them. They may be standing outside the Walt Disney Theater. Ask them. They will help you to get you to the right muster drill station. That's what they're there for. They're going to corral the passengers to the right place. Once that muster drill station begins, that's it. That is the next beginning time of your amazing vacation. Like I said, get there early. They do this as soon as they're finished, and it may be a little bit earlier. If everybody is on board early, the captain may want to have the muster drill early because they're going to leave port early, which means an earlier sail away party. So get to that muster drill earlier on time. Check that Navigator app. Listen to the onboard PA system. Get to that muster drill. Did I mention it's mandatory? I think I foot-stomped that enough. All right, you're done with the muster drill. Now, next, head up top. Go right back upstairs. You're going to deal with the crowds. Right back upstairs. Top deck, midship. Why? Sail away party. And if you're sailing with small kids or the big kid in you wants to be up close, get up close to the front of the stage. And the reason I say that, this is a spoiler alert. The reason I say that, the characters are going to come out. Your kids are going to see their favorite characters during the sail away party. Then you're going to hear the ship's horn, and that is going to be the yes, that aha, yes, I've made it moment. Your vacation now begins. The sail away has started. You've seen the characters. The kids are having a great time. And that's it. You're done. You've passed. You've been successful. Get that adult beverage. Enjoy it. Go over the top deck, just off to the side. Look over the side of the ship there. You're going to see people on the shore. Wave to them as you sail away and have an amazing, amazing vacation. All right, Disney Cruise fans. Hey, that is it. You're ready for an amazing vacation. Hopefully, I've answered and addressed all your questions on Embarkation Day. Please check out some of the other videos and do drop a line below if you have any questions on Embarkation Day that you feel maybe I didn't get to, or any other questions on your upcoming Disney cruise. Drop that question in the comments below. I do read those. I will get back to you. Thank you so much. Give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. Until next time, we'll see you real soon.